Welcome to this video on how to research race and ethnicity in the bibliography of British and Irish history. Throughout this video, the bibliography will be referred to as the BBIH. The BBIH has one of the biggest selections of books, journals, articles, book chapters, and history theses on the subject of race and ethnicity in Britain and Irish history in the world. Covering from 55 BC to the present day, it includes subjects that will be of interest to you, like the British Empire, the Atlantic slave trade, abolition, colonization, and decolonization. It also includes all of the most up-to-date articles, books, journals, and so forth on race and ethnicity. This video will explain how you research race and ethnicity on BBIH, terminology, refining your research, getting the most from your research in the BBIH, and how to save your research results using email alerts and exporting references. The search screen is the first thing you will see when you access the BBIH, which is an entirely new feature. The new BBIH dynamic search screen allows you to add and remove fields, combine Boolean operators to filter results immediately, and depending on your research, change existing search fields. The main methods of research we will focus on are highlighted in purple here. So they are search anywhere, period covered, and theme search. Now let's look at search anywhere, which is entirely new. You can put your search term in here and it will bring up all the items in BBIH related to your search. With the explosion of articles since 2020, you'll probably have a great number of search results. In addition to free text searching, the new Search Anywhere option enables you to search by biographical details, e.g. author, publisher, book series, or journal, BBIH's unique subject tree, which contains over 8,000 keys that have been developed by historians with historians in mind, the BBIH's places tree, which enables you to conduct very granular place-based searches, and historical figures using the person as a subject filter. The second search parameter is historical time periods. Let's say I want to look at the period after partial abolition and complete abolition in the UK. I can enter 1807 to 1833. That way I will find any comparative materials in the BBIH about British and US abolitionist movements, as well as focusing on the more little known aspects of the story that you might be interested in. The bottom button below is theme search, which does what it suggests. You can use this to search by themes. I want to mention how the language around race and ethnicity has changed since the BBIH's conception in the early 20th century, and what this means for your research. For example, the term BAME has gone out of use, Black, Asian, and ethnic minority. And there are words that were once commonly used by historians that are now considered offensive. All this can affect how easy it is to find something, especially if there's a controversy that is widely discussed by communities or activists but has not yet impinged on academic literature, e.g. discussions about here. You may not find any results if you use these terms. I want to discuss with you how you might find publications you are looking for anyway. Let's say you have a broad subject, say abolition. You can enter it here in the Search Anywhere section, and you choose 1807 to 1833 as your period, and then press search. Okay, whoops. I have 942 hits. That's a lot. I can refine my research by using the filters on the left-hand side. Now, this entirely new BBIH results gives me something easier to navigate because it offers you a comprehensive filter option on the left-hand side, so you can focus your research in line with your interests. So now you filter your results in different ways. Use the wide range of filters by subject and bibliographical information. Access items that contain a link to the full text, and look at updates that will include added items to the BBIH. For example, if I'm researching the Empire Windrush, I can narrow my research down to say 1948 to 2018. I can then use a subject tree. Now, the subject tree is a unique feature of the BBIH because it allows you to branch from larger categories to narrow your research. I can click on social and cultural identity, then ethnicity, then race relations policy because I'm interested in policy between the arrival of Windrush and the Windrush scandal. I get 3 or so hits which focus more on what I'm looking for. I can also simply focus on ethnicity if that is what I'm interested in, like you can see here. You can also use the BBIH to conduct biographical research. For example, let's say you wanted to find out a specific aspect of Claudia Jones's life, the mother of the Notting Hill Carnival. In the Search Anywhere field, you can put Claudia Jones. You can put in the period field, covered from 1958 to 64, to focus on the carnival. But say you are interested in where she fits in with black feminism or women's history, you can put the subject tree in this way. Put women, which leads me to feminism, which focuses my research. Okay, so now I have 4 hits. Let's say I decide to go with the first hit at the top and click on that. Okay, now I have brought the article that I think might be interesting. This is an example of what a record looks like. This example is for a book. Note that book chapters are called articles in BBIH. All records are structured in the same way. There's the biographical information at the top of the screen, the subject information is in the middle of the screen, and depending on the type of record you're looking at, you may find it at the bottom of the screen. Things like book reviews, links to full text, the journal or publisher homepage, or online databases such as JSTOR and Project News. Any text in green is a link to a new search within BBIH. This is helpful for finding what else the bibliography holds on your research topic. Under Person as Subject, in the classification section, details you may find a link to the entry in the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography, which you can visit if you have institutional or personal access. Some resources may be open access, and you can read them straight away by clicking on the full text button. Alternatively, when connected to BBIH via your institution, the Find a Copy At button will provide access to the resource if your institution subscribes or has print availability. If you can't find the resource at your institution or you're an independent researcher, you can use the Google Books and Library Discover buttons at the top of the record to find what other libraries have the resource you're looking for. BBIH can also help to manage your reference lists or bibliographies by exporting references. You can do this by clicking on the Cite button and copying the citation, and you can click on Export All. You can then email or download the resources and choose which formats you want, including the Reference Manager, Tools, RefWorks, or EndNote. You can also use Zotero, provided you have the plugin installed on your browser. You can download the resource straight into your bibliography folder. To keep up to date with new scholarship in race and ethnicity, you can set up an email alert. Just click on the alert button from the BBIH hit list. Then choose a name for your search, insert your email address, and press save to set up your email alert. The BBIH has an online reading list you can look at if you're not sure where to start or just want to know more. It can be accessed here. Okay, this should be enough to get you going on your research on ethnicity and race on the BBIH. Happy researching.